If you're still resetting over and over again for the perfect donut, I have great news for you. The latest update lets you buy common berries in bulk, and I'm going to show you how you can abuse that so you can easily create tons of cheap donuts that will let you farm for berries and shiny alpha Pokemon. To buy these berries in bulk, simply head to the New Val Cafe, truck number 3. Once you're there, look to the right and you'll find this vendor standing alone. So you can buy all of the common berries from this vendor and you can get them in bulk now. So you can do 10, 50, or 100. So this is actually really great. We're going to look for 2 very specific berries. The first berry that we're going to go for is called the Colbur berry. You can buy 100 of them for 20,000 Pokédollars. I suggest getting a couple hundred if you can afford it. Just a heads up, these Colbur berries will be what we use to get item powers for our donuts. Next up is the Rosalie berry. It costs the same as our Colbur berries, and this is what we're going to use for our shiny alpha hunting. Let's get the disclaimer out of the way immediately. These cheap donuts are not going to replace the higher quality donuts that you get from the better berries. But let's be honest, resetting for perfect donuts is not fun. But high quality berries are too rare, and the RNG for donut powers, frankly, sucks. So while these cheap donuts don't replace the higher tier ones, they do let you get out and actually play the game. So what's great about this, say you want to make a donut out of Colbur berries, we can use the max amount of berries, and we could just roll and see what we get. Now normally if we were using higher tier donuts, these powers would be a terrible combination. But what's great is we don't care. These donuts are so cheap there's no need to reset. We'll just make more of the same. Alright, now here's an example of the type of donut that we're actually hoping for. Item power berries level 1 and big haul power level 1. This is the best you can get. And while it's a far cry from having both of those powers at level 3, I didn't have to do resets. And I can jump into the game with this and get some nice berries. Once you get a good donut, what you should look for next is a hyperspace zone that is level 4 and small. If you look around the map and you don't find one, just fast travel where you know there's a bench and rest on it. Alright, I found exactly what I'm looking for, so let's go to it. Before we head in, let me explain why we're using small level 4 hyperspaces. First of all, level 4 hyperspaces give us the best possible berries, and we'll keep it small because as you'll see, these donuts do not give us a lot of time. A small wild zone will let us smash all of the Pokeballs and get out of there. To be clear, we're all about getting those berries. We don't care about the missions it gives us in the wild zone. There just won't be time for that. Alright, here's exactly what I'm talking about. We're going into a level 4 hyperspace with a level 2 donut. We get 1 minute and 29 seconds. When you go into this hyperspace, you are standing on business. That means going straight for the Pokeballs and nothing else. I'll also tell you that I strongly recommend a Pokemon with Psychic. This is because the pathing in a wild zone can be kind of wonky sometimes. And just like that, it is over. If you didn't get all the Pokeballs, you could either reload the last save and try again. But really it doesn't matter because it was a cheap donut and you can easily make many more. Since this video will help you do less resets and play more of the game, please consider taking a second to like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Alright, next up is the Rosalie berries, and we're going to take the same approach. Just pack that donut full of them. Alright, and this is the perfect example of the type of donut that we're looking for. This is Alpha Power Level 2, which will give us about a 21% increase in the odds of having an Alpha. It doesn't improve your shiny odds, but let's be honest, shiny hunting in the hyperspace dimensions is already pretty easy. So this will give us a better chance of getting those as Shalfas. Now these are pretty low level donuts like the last ones, and so if you're looking for alpha shiny Pokemon, what I recommend is looking for a level 1 or level 2 hyperspace zone that has the type of Pokemon you're looking for. So as you can see here, this will give me 7 minutes in this wild zone, which is plenty of time to shiny hunt. And once you're in the hyperspace, if there are Pokemon near the entry point, you can keep flying back to the entry point to reset those spawns. I've already made a video on that, so if you'd like a more thorough guide, I'll include the link in the description. Also, keep an eye out for these warps. If there is a bunch of Pokemon on the other end and they're far enough away, you can simply warp back and forth to also reset those for a chance of a shiny. If this strategy saved you from resetting your game 50 times today, hit the like button. Let me know what shiny alphas you caught with this technique in the comments. And be sure to subscribe for more no-nonsense ZA guides. I'll see you in the next one.